Hi everyone, highlights here from MK Lightning TV. After 5 years, playoff hockey is back in Milton Keynes. Tonight's visitors are the Leeds Knights. Let's check out the action. In the previous meeting here at Milton Keynes, it finished a very narrow 4-3 victory to Leeds, but the games up in Leeds have been a bit one-sided in scorelines for the last couple of times, so Lightning will be looking to rectify that on Sunday. But for tonight, Friday night is hockey night. The road to Coventry starts here as Russell Cowdy faces off against Matty Davis, and the 2022 NIHL playoff campaign is underway. And the Lightning face-off win early on as they look to fire the puck down the ice here. It goes behind the net here. It is now picked up by Solder, who looks to try and find a teammate, but he can only find Liam Stewart. Stewart wasn't able to turn the puck over, but he gets a shot off there. Comfortable save there for Gospel, who directs it behind the net, and Cowdy is unable to pick up the rebound, so Leeds will now come forward here. Another face-off win for the Lightning. They've been good, solid in the draw so far. Part of that down to the experience there, I think, of Russell Cowdy and Tim Wallace. The experience of the players is really what can help teams out now in the playoff games. They're very nervy matches at times, and Lightning have got a lot of experience in there, but so do the Knights as well. Players like Matty Davis and Sam Jajak have a lot of experience in playoffs here, and there we go. We've got a little bit of fisticuffs already, and there we go, straight away. Looks like Bobby Streetley and Mikey Power have gone for that. But it just came some pushing and shoving in front of the net, but Mikey Power took exception to that, and they both had the struck up there. And we'll probably have to say a little bit of an edge for Power there. There wasn't much of anything, but it was more of a fight than last week's one that we had. Ed Nags now looks to come forward, and he finds Sean Norris, who's got behind the last man. Norris shoots, bounced up in the air, and it just fell kindly for Leeds then. Talbot wins the puck back, finds Chamberlain. Chamberlain from a tight angle can only find the chest of Sam Gospel. This is better from the Lightning now. A couple of chances there, and it was the pace of Sean Norris that proved all the problems there as he got behind the defence then. Now Adam Lasham looks to set something up. There's only 15 seconds left now. Oh, and the pass went through to Norris, but he just took his eye off the puck, and it comes out of the danger zone for Leeds, and it should be that for this power play. So a successful penalty kill for Leeds, but they have turned the puck over to Talbot. Now here's Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a chance to shoot. Talbot wasn't quite ready for the pass then. And well, Adam Lasham had somehow skated into Sam Gospel. No whistle had gone, so a shot came in, but it was saved straight by Gospel there. I wonder if you can take a look at that again and just see what happened on that one there. So Latham's coming into the net here. This shot comes through from Talbot, and yeah, just was caught there by Gospel, who was on the ground. I don't know whether Talbot was expecting a whistle, so just flicked it through there, but fair play. Now Chilcott in a foot race with Sean Norris, and it is Chilcott who comes up first in that race then. Almost got a shot through where is Sam Talbot, but Cole Shudra looks to come forward, but he can't find his teammate, and only finds the skates of Lewis Christie. Chilcott did enough just to stop the advance of Sean Norris temporarily. Shot there from Chamberlain through traffic, but couldn't find anyone. Talbot now. Talbot fires this one across to Norris. Norris, great pass across ice, but Talbot couldn't quite get to it. And well, there was a call from the stands for a trip, but the refs say nothing doing. And this should probably just see the end of the period now. Ethan here now, we look to try and get a shot off, and Shudra fires a shot wide, and that's the end of that period. Well, that's had everything playoff you would expect from playoff hockey. Hits, feisty temperature on the ice, and a really good atmosphere from the stands. No goals to report though, so at the end of the first period, of this playoff campaign, it's all in black. Milton Keynes Lightning 0, Leeds Knights 0. Well, we're ready now for the second stanza here. So we're going to have Davis up against Cowdy at the face-off circle. As we wait for Andrew Jarvie to drop the puck here. And that puck was a face-off win there for Cowdy, but he couldn't find teammates. The puck all the way goes back to Matt Smittle. And Griffin gets a loose pass, but it comes forward for him. And there's a quick odd man rush for the Whiting here. Is Russell Cowley, but he shot that straight into the pads of Sam Gospel. Sam Gospel came out quick and challenged the shooter there and made himself big, and he made the save there and he covered the rebound. And the Knights happy to stomp that down the ice. And good battling there, and it's Davis behind the net. Finds Adam Barnes. Kieran Brown almost skates into the official there, and he loses the puck, and he didn't look too happy with that. Good bit of defensive work there from the official. Liam Stewart now. It's a 2-on-3. A bit of a slow pass there, and Cowley couldn't control it, but the puck bounces fortuitously. It's Stewart, scores! Disco Stewart has scored the opening goal of this playoff campaign. It was a loose turnover. Puck couldn't get controlled by the Leeds Knights, and it was Russell Cowley that picked it up. Brown just couldn't quite get control of the puck. Cowley fires it across to Stewart, who just fires it past the stick side of Gospel and into the net. And it's all in black. MK Lightning 1, Leeds Knights 0. 15:38 to go in this second period. And you'll just see the noise in this building probably go up a couple of decibels now. It'll be interesting to see how Leeds respond to this. Norris now hits the pipe. Well, Norris was claiming that it went in. It sounded like it hit the crossbar. I mean, Norris was convinced it went in, but there wasn't much of a reaction there, and the goal light didn't go in. And yeah, with just confirmation on that goal, it was 16 from 16 and 17. An additional assist has been given to Adam Leishram. I'm not quite too sure why, but I only think it was, I thought it came off Brown and then it was Cowley, but they've given an additional assist to Adam Leishram as well on that. So face off to the right of Sam Gospel. Tim Wallace with the win there, but he couldn't get the puck to a teammate, and Leeds will look to come away with it. And they do with Coulter. Coulter looks for Tate Shudra, who took a heavy hit down on the boards, and that was a big hit there from Ben Russell, and it has been called by the official there. So yeah, Cole Shudra's not too happy. Looking out for his brother there, and that was a heavy hit. Looked like he was losing an edge, but Ben Russell will go to sit for that. And Tate Shudra is actually moving, so he has got back up onto his own feet under his own duress and has gone to the boards. So not nice to see a young player get hit hard like that, and good to see that he's managed to get back to his feet and he's made himself got to the bench under his own feet here. And it's Leeds that emerge with the puck now. Chilcott, he winds up, and that's blocked there by Leishram and Cowley, and the pass from Cowley didn't quite come off for Adam Leishram then, and Gospel, little spin there, almost gave the puck away, but Leeds were there to tidy it up, and this should see the end of the power play. Ethan Hare comes forward, and Ben Russell returns to the ice. So another penalty killed off there by the Lightning, as Lewis Christie battles there on those boards. Puck cleared out there. Cowley couldn't quite control it, but Ben Russell can now make for change there. And a big hit coming on there, and well ridden out there by Ethan Hare. And here he is now. He's done very well there to find his teammate Joe Coulter. Coulter down in the corner, loses out in the board battle with James Griffin. And Adam Leishram now has a chance to come forward. He's been on the ice for a bit. He looks a bit tired there, but he's got Sean Norris for support. Norris, though, a shot, scores! Sean Norris! A one-time shot there. There's a bit of a screen, I think, from Adam Leishram, and Gospel couldn't see it, but a great wrist shot from Norris. Fired past Sam Gospel. And it's 2-0 to the all-in-black MK Lightning. I was wrong there, no, Leishram, there was no screen at all. It was just a release from Norris there that beat Sam Gospel. Great goal down in front of block 10. And a 2-goal advantage now for the Lightning, and the Leeds Knights have called a timeout. I know, it looks like Sam Talbot took a little bit of a bump there as he was skating a little bit gingerly. And Tate Shudra there with a shot. Forces a good save down low from Matt Smittle. Lightning win the puck behind their own net, and they look to try and bring this one forward and clear the zone. Got disrupted a bit there, and Tim Wallace had to back check again, but he was able to find Lewis Christie, and Christie now is able to fire that one down the ice. Wallace got a tip on that, but he wasn't able quite enough to find Mikey Power. But it is now Hall & Barnes Garner here. He finds Power, shot now from Nags, goes wide. And now Wallace back to Barnes Garner. On Barnes Garner, a backhanded pass. There just wasn't anyone there to help and tap the puck on there. Lewis Christie there, good battling though on the blue line to keep the puck in the zone. Barnes Garner again behind the net. Looks for a pass, doesn't find his original intended man, but it falls to Tim Wallace, who scores! A great finish from Tim Wallace. He saw the gap and fired it to the opposite corner from Sam Gospel. Great play and forechecking from the Lightning there. So I think Barnes Garner was looking to try and find Mikey Power. It didn't quite find him, but Wallace there, patient with it, fires it past Gospel and into the net. All in black, MK Lightning 3, Leeds Knights 0. 5 minutes to go in the second period. And yeah, it's a hooking call for Fisher. So we've got Lightning here, just looking to probably see off his period, but if they get a shooting opportunity, they'll know they'll try and take it. Stewart now. No real urgency to try and get a shooting name through. And the pass from Cowley doesn't quite come off, and I think Leeds will look to try and get this clear, and they do clear the zone, and Wallace will, I think, will be just quite happy just to retain possession and then take this into the changing rooms here, and that is the buzzer for the end of a fantastic second period for the All in Black Milton Keynes Lightning. It ends Milton Keynes Lightning 3, Leeds Knights 0. And Lightning will be looking to hit with their top power play line here, consisting of Tim Wallace, Russell Cowley, Liam Stewart, Bobby Chamberlain and Lee Jamieson. Stacked full of offensive talent, but they're just playing a defensive-minded play there. They had stacked the power play previously with 5 forwards there. And Lee Jamieson is an attack-minded D-man, but he have also got someone who can just cover back there to drop back in case of any breakaways where Leeds are so dangerous. So a face-off here, and it's going to be Sam Talbot to take it. Hall & Barnes Garner out on that power play line along with Adam Lasham, Edward Nags and Sean Norris. Interesting to see Griffin not on the power play. Now Norris here. Norris takes this behind the net. And so Chilcott will be sitting for 2 minutes or less now for slashing, as Lightning have their second power play line out on here. Norris there fires out across, and it's in! A tip in there from Sam Talbot. And all 4 Lightning goals have been special, and they need to be special to beat Sam Gospel, but what a play there. Great play here from Norris. He looked up once, fired that one across in, and just tipped in. Lovely bit of a tip play there, and it's now AIB MK Lightning 4, Leeds Knights 0. Fisher there, right a hit from Ross Green. And Green is just happy just to get his sticks out and clear the zone again. And that's just touch there from Coulter there, so that will wash out the icing call. And we'll have Tim Wallace starting from deep again. Wallace here just creates a mixture of space, and he's found Liam Stewart. Stewart there almost found Wallace there with a return pass, but it was disrupted by the stick of a Leeds Knight stick, and then Kieran Brown skated through then, decided to have a little bit of a follow-up, and Kieran Brown, even though he's mainly a goal-getter, he has picked up a fair number of penalty minutes this season, and he just wanted to follow through there, possibly a little bit of frustration. So Ed Nags will have to tidy up and start again under pressure from Adam Barnes. Does well to clear that one out to Cowley, and Stewart there's just happy to play that one along and signal a line change with Lightning bringing fresh skaters out. And it's that line of Talbot and Norris, that speedy line. We're loving this open ice here at Milton Keynes. A good poke check here, and there's a turnover puck here, and it's Bobby Chamberlain. Chamberlain through, scores into the roof of the net! Any hope of a comeback is done with that one. 5 minutes to go. It's MKL 5, Leeds Knights 0. Bobby Chamberlain. It was just a loose pass there, a little poke check, and suddenly Chamberlain was through, and picked his spot beautifully over the glove of Sam Gospel into the roof of the net. Now Cowley to take this face-off up against Davis. And Cowley wasn't even ready for the puck drop there then, and bit of a fortuitous moment there for Leeds, and now Leeds with the puck here. Liam Stewart with a bouncing puck, couldn't quite control it, but he's managed to find Lee Jameson, and it's a hooking call there for Kennedy. So Kennedy will see out this game, and the fans are now on their feet applauding on this one here. This is an amazing bit of noise here as we count down the seconds. Lightning are happy to keep this behind the net here. Jameson finds it out, and it's going to be a shutout win for the Lightning. 5-0. A shutout for Matt Smittle in the playoffs. 2 points for the Lightning. 5 unanswered goals at home. What a way to start your playoff campaign. For Leeds, it's back to the drawing board here, and they've got a chance very quickly to make amends of this as they host the Lightning up at Planet Ice Leeds, also known as the Castle, on Sunday. A 5-0 victory for the All in Black MK Lightning against the Knights. After the game, we caught up with head coach Lewis Clifford. Lewis, wow, it's been a few years since we've had playoff hockey in MK. After a resultant performance like that, was it worth the wait?
I think so. Really good performance. It's a performance that I think everyone within that room kind of knows that we're capable of. I think probably the most complete performance we've had this year, with sort of every aspect of the game, from the goalie out. I honestly believe everyone had a good game tonight. I couldn't point my finger at anyone and say they didn't have a good game. And when it clicks like that, we know we can beat anyone in the league. What we now need to do is follow that up with another win. Obviously Sunday going to Leeds, it's going to be a whole different ball game. They're a really good team. We got the better of them tonight, but in their own rink they'll be tough to play against. So we've got to go there and try and follow it up there, and then obviously the job's still not done. It's a 6-game playoff. If it was the old format, we'd be delighted with a 5-0 win, on the first night, but it's not. So it's a mini group, and 2 points is 2 points. But yeah, no, I was so proud tonight of the way the boys sort of stuck together, played the way we had to play the way we need. Our team is built to play, and tonight we got rewarded.
You mentioned that about the performance from Matt Smittle, but it was with the shutout. I guess he probably was going to get player of the match, but it was a very tough call for whoever would have picked it, because, as you say, there was no bad performance out there, and it was outstanding from every single player. There was no. They gave it the ball tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, I think there wouldn't have been a surprise if any name was called at the end there. Like myself and Ross were talking on the bench, who's going to be man of the match, and we couldn't figure it out. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Smith fully deserved that. First shot out in a Lightning shirt, and he was outstanding tonight.
We mentioned how tough this playoff group will be, and it is 6 games to go. How important is it getting the home wins? Because 3 wins out of 3 at home, and essentially you're halfway there, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think you've got to almost look at it like a little mini set against everybody. So obviously we go to Leeds on Sunday, which is a real tough place to play, a place where we have won this year, but we've struggled. We've got to make sure that we go there with the best, full intention to get a win. But then we play Telford, and we've got to make sure that we win that series, and then we play the Bees, and we've got to make sure we win that series. And I think you just sort of have to look at it 3 mini series against the other teams. If you better all 3 of those teams, you're going to finish above them.
It has been 5 years since there was last playoff hockey here for the MK Lightning. Some fans, this was their first experience of playoff hockey. Was that pretty much the perfect advert for them wanting to come back and experience playoff hockey again?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously in the 5 years since the last time we played in the playoffs, there's been a large turnover in the fan base. Obviously 2017 we had a very successful playoff campaign. Then there was obviously a couple of years where there was no qualification, and then obviously a COVID year, and then a year that never happened. So yeah, and I think that anyone that was here tonight, I think we were short in numbers, but it was certainly loud. Anyone that was here tonight, hopefully will go home and tell their friends that didn't come tonight that they missed a really good game. But yeah, no, playoff hockey is a different animal, and tonight, we played really well. Everyone executed, and we got what we deserved.
Thanks, Cliff, and all the best on Sunday in Leeds.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.
Thanks as always to Lewis for taking the time to talk to us after the game. Lightning will be back in home action on Saturday with the visit of the league champions, the Telford Tigers. Tickets are available on the Lightning website right now.